Did you get this email that I sent you the other day? I know I sent you a lot.
Well, let me see. Grab a chair.
That one, yeah, I thought I was stuck too. They find me again, and they're going to keep finding me until either I don't pay and they foreclose on my home, or Forest Acres Police arrests them.
Gee. How much are they fining you?
Well, this time it's $50. Next time's $100. Next time will be $200.
And are they doing it like day to day, or?
They're doing it week by week right now.
Week, okay.
Now, we agreed that Point Arcadia is a business, did we not? Yes, we did. You need me to pull that up again?
Well, no, I was trying to see. I don't think you sent it to me.
I did. I did. So let's see, David and 21 others.
I didn't see it. I got 21 new ones from coming in right now. I've had the last 2 days off.
Okay, yeah.
One of those.
Those 21 new ones coming in now are me.
No?
No? You sure?
They are all over the place.
Okay. Hold on. Let me.
What is your handle? What is your name?
SC Phoenix Volunteer Title II Auditors
I've heard
at
that.
gmail.com. You didn't get the training at the academy?
So, we had a lot of training, but there wasn't anything like what you mentioned specifically pertaining to the rights of handicapped and disabled.
Right.
There wasn't anything like that
Right.
zoned in on that issue, no.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
But they did go through Service Animals and Americans with Disabilities Act. You remember that? Seeing that video with all the dogs walking around, no leash on whatsoever.
Store, yeah, I do remember that video. I do remember
okay.
that. That was probably like a 4
That's
hour
compliments of me.
vlog. Okay, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So I called you back after that day and told you I wasn't documented after what I found out from our ADA and all this stuff.
Okay, well, your ADA's not trained properly. They don't do their
New one
job
or the old
properly.
one?
Neither did the old one.
Have you met the new one?
I've not met him because, number one, I email him. He hasn't responded back yet. He's got 15 calendar days. If he's the ADA Title II coordinator and he's trained, his 15 calendar days is long expired, my friend. You think he's trained? No, he's not. You think he knows what he's supposed to do? Show me his ADA National Network certification like I have, that I have showed you. He doesn't have it.
Oh, I don't know.
He doesn't have it. I have video evidence of me going into Forest Acres Police Department dispatch and saying, do you know who your ADA coordinator is? Nope, sure don't. Okay, that's a violation of Title II of the ADA. Hey, look, you need to change the name up here. You got Keith Lindler's name up there still. What's up? That's another violation of Title II of the ADA. First offense, one offense. If I report you to the DOJ, it's $75,000 fine.
I know you address it up to the city.
I have.
Because I don't go over here and just scratch a name out and write it.
Well, I know that, but I did. I mean, I came here and I pulled it off the wall and said, y'all need to fix this.
Yeah.
Did you
You
take
know?
it up the hill?
I told them that. I called them and I emailed them. Yeah. So, but I mean, as far as actually like Keith Lindler, I never met Keith Lindler in person.
Really? Wow.
Did he respond within 15 calendar days all the time? No. When did he respond? When I carbon copied the chief. That's the only time he responded, was when I carbon copied the chief.
Well, what's new on your end here that you're coming up for today?
Well, I mean, I sent you the information about a business when they restriped the parking lot. When Dot Brown was there,
Go ahead and send it to me again, because I don't.
when Dot Brown was there as property manager, they restriped the parking lot, the whole property. And when they did, they moved my parking spot over one and everybody's over one and gave Julie 2 parking spots because she only had one.
It's SC Phoenix what? I was trying to search it just to
Yeah.
make sure I know. Volunteer ADA.
Uh-huh.
It's Dotson.
Let's see. I mean, I want them 1067, man. There's only one board member that didn't have to vote, and that was Shelda Richardson. The rest of them voted, and she didn't have to vote either. So
You might have put me down wrong. Did I give you a business card with the email address on it?
yeah, I've got your email. Hold on a second. Let me forward this to you so you know I got the right email. I'll just forward this. Hold on. Forward. So I type in Lima Delta. Oh no, Delta Lima. No, Lima Juliet, sorry, what am I saying? There we go. It's sending. And this is what it is. And as we both agreed, Point Arcadia is a business.
Show me the address you just.
It is a Title III business.
Can
You guys are Title II? Do what?
Show me the address you sent it to, because I'm not. I think you're typing something in different.
When a business, state or local government agency, or other covered entity restripes a parking lot, it must provide accessible parking spaces as required by the Americans with Disabilities Act standards.
Now, weren't you telling me it was a non-profit last time?
Yeah, business, AKA, keyword, business. It is a business, a non-profit business. We both agreed on that. Secretary of State's office. We looked it up. Point Arcadia Horizontal Property Regime is a non-profit business. Yeah. Remember we looked that up?
I remember we looked a lot on it.
I know. Yeah. So, anyway, but, so now they're finding me and I'm like, y'all help me, and they're like, you know.
Just read it on your phone.
Yeah, go for it.
It's not coming to mine.
Go for it.
So, there's a new letter. This is the new letter they sent you?
No, that's from the Americans with Disabilities Act, my friend. That's Title III and Title II. Title III would be private businesses, okay, like Point Arcadia. Title II would be public entities like this police department.
When did they restrike?
They restriped when Doc Brown was property manager years ago when we first met.
What year would that be?
I want to say 2018, 2017,
Late teens.
17, something
Because
around.
that's something I brought up too. I said, well, Mr. Capel's talking about when you restripe, you have to bring it up to code.
Yep,
And so I got, no, you don't.
yep,
That's what they told me.
yep. Well, they have to bring it up to code, and they did do that.
But it doesn't make sense because
Restripe, but not bring it up to code.
it
So.
makes me curious because there's some apartment complexes around here that I know are from the 70s and all that, and they
Yep.
have handicap spots.
Exactly.
But then there's
They're required.
like yours
Yeah.
that don't.
Well, I know my rights, and I will stand up to my board and I will say, Sergeant Jenny, this is a violation of 433340 South
Do we have
Carolina
them
Code of
next
Law.
door at Arcadia's Cove?
Do I know?
Are they at Arcadia's Cove as well? Because I'm trying to think
No.
of driving through there.
Point Arcadia has nothing to do with Arcadia Cove, and I've never driven into Arcadia Cove.
Never?
No,
Okay.
I never have.
Then you wouldn't know the answer to that?
I would not. Wait a minute. I rephrase that. I have driven in there.
Yeah.
One time, many years ago, when I was with EMS, and me and Baxter and the sergeant that left here to go Coast Guard full time, I can't remember his name. The three of us was trying to catch a naked girl over there that decided she was Jesus Christ and was going to go for a swim.
Yikes.
And that was an interesting night. Yeah. As soon as we got on the scene, they said, y'all need the reef sleeve. I'm like, crap, how do they know what the hell our equipment is? Well, it's because of the Coast Guard training they had. So they hollered out, you need the reef sleeve for this one. She gonna fight you.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, that's the ADA, period. Title III is what Point Arcadia is. They're a Title III entity under the Americans with Disabilities Act. If they were a church, they would be immune and exempt from having to comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act. Point Arcadia is not a church.
Then why do churches have handicap spots?
They don't have to, though.
They just choose to.
They don't have to. Just
think
like
I've
a
ever seen
church,
one that hasn't had
a
it.
church can deny access to a service dog, and you cannot arrest the church for denying access to a service dog. That's a religious thing. So, the only other place that can deny access to a service dog is like a sterile surgical environment or a burn ward, like going into a burn hospital or something like that. Other than that, you know, if it'll harm the dog, like x-rays, radiation, you know, put the dog somewhere safe, do the x-ray, radiation, then bring the dog back to the handler, right? I mean, that's the way we're taught as EMS. We transport the dog with the patient. You know, what's y'all's policy on that?
On what?
Transporting, arresting somebody that's disabled that has a service dog. What is your policy on that? So,
I'd have to look that up. It's very rare that ever happens.
I know, and it happened to me, and you guys witnessed it. Richland County, R. Martin, sit there and call animal control to take unauthorized control over my service dog right there. So Officer Atkins was there and witnessed that. I got that whole video of me getting arrested, them taking my dog from me, my dog going into the animal control vehicle, and me looking at R. Martin and telling him he's going to be responsible for that because he called animal control and he forced them to take the dog. So that is with intent trying to separate me from my service dog. That's exactly what he did. And I kept telling him, smart thing to do is transport me and my dog together. Then let the jail deny it.
And then what would the jail do? The jail would call animal control and shit.
That's fine, but then who's it on? The jail, right? Not on you, not on the cop that arrested me. You see what I'm saying?
Kind of, but
Because see, now I can go after R. Martin for taking unauthorized control over a service dog.
Well, otherwise you would go after the jail?
Yeah, because then the jail would be the ones. The jail's run by the county, man. It's not run by the sheriff. It's not run by anybody else. So the jail has to answer to the county. And yeah, the jail, I would let the jail deny access, and then I have a lawsuit against the county and the jail.
So
you see?
anytime someone's arrested that has a service dog,
You should
there's a
transport them with the
lawsuit
dog.
boiling
Yeah,
wherever that dog goes.
yeah.
Wow.
Our Richland County EMS policy is we transport the dog with the patient. The only exception is if the dog won't let us work on the patient. If the dog won't let us work on the patient, Richland County EMS policy is you call a supervisor or first responder to the scene. They secure the dog and reunite you with your dog in the emergency room. If the dog is still a problem, then the emergency room staff has to handle it from there. That is
That
EMS
was whose
policy.
EMS's
Richland
policy?
County EMS policy. You transport the dog with the patient, period. You do not separate them. That is Richland County EMS policy. And the whole time I was standing there waiting for animal control and the paddy wagon to come get me years ago, okay, when the sheriff's department retaliated against me, and I can prove that to you, what is 56735?
I guess that ambulance is not seen as a sterile scene too, though. It's not
That's
like a
right.
hospital.
That's right. And nothing
Should
in
be
the
somewhat clean.
now in the back of the ambulance is considered a sterile surgical environment because we can deliver babies back there. But really, it's not as sterile as you would like for it to be to
can just
deliver
walk
a
right
baby
into
back
the
there,
closet.
right? You know. But I mean, we have to decon it, we have to clean it real good and all that junk, get all the blood out of their guts, whatever. But you know, so I got Elaine Sharpshire coming over to my house and telling me, that that I've already fought this battle once before. She's the vice president of the HOA.
Elaine,
Sharpshire, yeah. And I sent you the video of me and her talking, and her saying, it's your money, and me saying, hey, it's your life.
I can see that. Yeah.
So,
I don't think you're sending stuff to me. I get a lot of stuff, but I haven't seen any of that.
Wow.
I haven't gotten the emails either.
wow, because I've been sending you the L.
That's what I
Jenny.
was saying. I'd take a look real quick and just see what you're typing in.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I get so much stuff, but I have not seen that.
Well, here's another thing. It could be your, could be showing up in your junk mail
Don't say that.
because of all the periods I have in my long ass nonprofit organization email address.
I only got 3 things in the junk.
So, let's see. Back up again. Go to my sent folder. Sent. L. Jenny.
Yes. Keep going. What's the whole email address?
So, let's see. Here's the email address I'm using right there.
Ah, yes. You're missing some stuff on it.
Aha!
ForestAcresPD.net.
Aha!
ForestAcresPD.net.
Okay. All right.
I wasn't lying to you. I didn't
No!
find anything.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. I'm sorry. My bad.
I had
Okay.
just gone into, I bet no one's read those. I
Okay.
don't think that exists.
Let me see here. Let's do this. I filed a report. Okay, here we go. This one looks like a good one. I'll send you this one because it has everything in there. So we're going to forward all this. Forward, march. I don't mean to keep you.
No. I was looking to see what day this one was sent.
L. Jenny at Forest Acres. Forest Acres, ACRES, PD.net. PD, boom, add, send. There's one, and drop down below. Now, the reason why I keep carbon copying Miss McQueen, you know who she is?
Yes.
Okay. Almost every place you go to names their human resources person as their ADA coordinator. You know why? Because they have to learn about and comply with Title I of the Americans with Disabilities Act, which is employment discrimination. It's different than Title II or Title III, but they have to know Title I and they have to educate your people. So I find it difficult to believe that they got the right person. You see what I'm saying?
With her?
I think she should be the ADA coordinator and not Barrows. You see what I'm getting at? Because Title I and Title II, you know, she's your Title I person. Normally it's your human resources person that's your Title II. Because when you hire a new person, you should be showing them the training video, Service Animals and Americans with Disabilities Act, to all of your new hires that are not police, that have not had the same training you have had.
So you're saying I'm in violation of it for not doing that report for you.
Well, hey.
Why didn't you tell me that on the phone when I told you I wasn't doing it?
Aha.
You just said, okay, all right.
Well, I wanted to find out about the report though, but
I was telling you I didn't do a report.
I found that out when I called investigations
I feel
today.
like you weren't listening to me.
Apparently I wasn't, but you know, I apologize.
It's all right.
But you know, now they're threatening. They've already fined me 50. The next fine's going to be 100, and they're going to keep continuously fining me. And I'm not the only one. Sophie Morse sent me a thing today. You know who Sophie is, right?
Heard the name. It's close to you.
The Vietnamese woman.
Down on the end, right?
Yeah. Whose unit burned up. Yeah, her. Like, she's sending me stuff wanting to know how things are going and all that, because she's been targeted for discrimination by the board on a regular basis. And as you can see, you know, she's asking me. So I'm not the only victim of this board. This board targets people of low income, you know, and then they want to put a lien on your home, then they want to foreclose on you and get you out. It's the HOA is a big problem over there, because now they're not following the HOA bylaws and rules. We're not voting people in anymore. They're appointing people in. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And like K building is the registered deed is Henry Gibson. Well, what building is he in? K building. Why is that building the first one to get a new roof when we have other buildings that need a new roof too?
Did you hear anything more from David or the board? I hope they understand if neighbor didn't park in your space, you would have the need to buy the site.
The buy the sign is what she's talking about. She's Vietnamese and doesn't write English or speak English all that well.
Park, not, okay, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. It didn't park in your space.
That's
they
right.
would have the
Exactly.
need
That's
to
exactly.
buy the
Because
site.
when they parked in my space and I called a tow truck, it caused a civil disturbance and y'all were called to the scene. So I'm like, screw it, let me just put this up.
It seems like she's just
Haven't-
asking about your situation.
Well, yes, because she's the one that uses the baby stroller in her parking spot to keep people from parking there.
I've seen that.
Yeah, of course you have. I know you have. So that's why she uses that baby stroller. They come after me for what I put up. They don't say nothing to her about
But
what.
she could tow a car too if it parks in that spot.
So
Same
yeah,
like you've done.
I know. She knows, but she's afraid to because of retaliation. People get angry and mad and come after them and whoop their butts, you know.
Right.
I'm sorry. I got a body camera. I'll go out and confront you. Hey, are you here to see me? No? Well, you need to move. You know, and if you don't move, you know, if I can catch them in the car, that's what I'll do. If I don't catch them in the car, I'll just call a tow truck.
Really?
Yeah. And boy, does it cause a civil disturbance.
I can imagine.
They
yeah.
call the cops on me all the time.
I believe it.
So,
But hey,
which, and I'm like, go ahead, call the cops. I
Right,
don't care.
right. It's
I'm
your
not
fault.
afraid.
You're right
Go
there,
ahead. You know, I know what I can do and what I can't do.
Right, right.
You know,
How many have you towed?
I've actually towed two.
Okay.
The rest of them, the guy get up on the, he'll get it and hook up to it and have it up in the air.
Yeah.
And he'll say, yeah, $100, dude, I'll drop it right here, right now. And he'll
Oh,
slip
yeah.
me 40 and put 60 in his pocket.
Really?
Yeah. For calling him over there.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Hey.
it became a way for me to make an extra buck.
I was gonna say, hey man, that's a tank of gas right there, man.
You know, the guy said, hey man, you've been looking out for me, I'm gonna look out for you.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
funny, man.
Which unit did they go in? That one? Okay. Hey, Bo, we got a problem. You done parked in this man's spot and you ain't supposed to be there, and I got you up on the lift, you know. It's gonna
Yeah.
cost you $100 to drop it now or $250 later plus $50
Yeah.
storage. So, yeah, funny.
That's good, man.
So is that kind of what you're looking for to guide you maybe?
The restriping
No?
stuff here?
Yeah, because they have restriped it since.
That's what I'm saying, like, it made sense what you were saying. Once you restripe, you need to bring it up code. But then I brought that to our ADA coordinator's attention, and he said, no, it's not necessarily true.
Guess what?
So then I'm like, all right, well, you know.
Where do you get his training at?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know. Show me your certificate, because I can show you mine, and I have showed you mine, have I not?
I mean, you say you have. I don't remember, but
I'll show you. It's the ADA National Network. Remember I told you that I would never ask anybody to do something I myself would not do?
is that a research
So-
kind of thing every 3 years, every whatever?
This is the ADA National Network Title II tutorial. So if you are a Title II person all of a sudden out of the blue, and you're like, oh, I'm a Title II person.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's one thing to have a title like Keith Lindler had. It's a different thing to have a title and do something with the title like you're supposed to, like, oh, I don't know, maybe the Columbia Police Department's ADA Title II coordinator, Gwendolyn Connors. She's actually teaching people. So, here you go, my friend. There's my certification from the ADA National Network that I have completed the ADA Title II training tutorial.
In July 8th, 2017.
Thank you very much.
So 8 years ago.
Yep.
So is it a one-time thing, or do you have to-
No, I can do it anytime I want. I can
That's what I was
I can do it again.
All
I
my
can take
stuff-
it again.
my things are
But
2 years,
but
3
I only
years.
do this once, and the first time you do it, you get 6 hours college credits
Uh-huh.
plus. You know, because it's a 6-hour self-paced class, and they ask you 10 questions at the end, and you pass or fail. There you go. I've taken it, and now I've gotten other people. What I've done is I've recruited First Amendment auditors on YouTube. And I'm like, hey y'all, let's do a First Amendment audit that helps people. Instead of poking the bear and trying to get arrested for poking the bear,
Right,
you know, well, just go in and ask who your ADA coordinator is. Nobody will know, and you'll have them. It's that
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go and poke the bear.
Right.
You know, just go ask who their ADA coordinator is.
Who's the coordinator for Point Arcadia?
There is not Title III is different than Title
Don't have
II.
to have one?
No.
But you can have one.
Yes. Title III is different than Title II.
Why isn't it you?
So, why isn't,
Have you, you know,
What?
run for that?
what, fill out an application for?
Yes.
Well, number one, I'm a convicted felon. Number two, this is the agency that made me a convicted felon. You know?
Damn.
And I love this agency. But I mean, what had happened was some dude that used to work for Sheriff Lott, that was loyal to Sheriff Lott, decided he was going to put the screws to me, because at the same time, and I can promise you, I'm not kidding you, at the same time, I had C. Lee Carter III, Director Leroy Smith with the with the South Carolina Department of Public Safety, and I had Trooper D.W. Jenkins and 2 York County Deputy Sheriffs in the United States Supreme Court. And that's when Leon Lott decided to charge me for threatening the life of a public official, aka Scott Hayes. He's not a public official. He's an attorney for the sheriff. And so, as a result, C. Lee Carter III, Capel versus C. Lee Carter III, United States Supreme Court. Leroy Smith don't work for the South Carolina Department of Public Safety anymore. They have an Americans with Disabilities Act facilities coordinator now for all their facilities. And that's all I'm allowed to tell you. But here's the case right here in the United States Supreme Court. That's the case in the United States, and I represented myself. I'm not an attorney.
Right.
11 years ago?
Yeah. And Leroy Smith is no longer the director of the Department of Public Safety. And now they have an Americans with Disabilities Act facility coordinator for all their facilities. So, you know, I've been at this a long time.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, I was born crippled. I was a March of Dimes child for Richland County in 1967. I have an identical twin. I was born in Fort Jackson Army Hospital. I mean, all my life I've dealt with going in and out of hospitals and such. So, you know, my grandmother had polio during World War II. When I grew up with my grandmother, I watched her get discriminated all the time. So when the ADA of 1990 came out, boy, did I. My first 2 weeks of EMT school was EMS and the Americans with Disabilities Act, little book about that thick. And I recall a lot of it. So, you know, that's what I do now. You know, try to help people by getting voluntary compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. And if they don't want to voluntarily comply, then I move it up to the U.S. Department of Justice and they tell them to comply.
Right.
So, anyway, or...
Is that your plan with Point Arcadia?
No. Point Arcadia, as far as I'm concerned, they violated state law, 433340. Okay? They're refusing to give me handicap, period. They won't do it. Well, I have every right to ask for that, and I have every right to have that. And they have no right to deny me that. And that's what they're doing. And that's a violation of 433340, interfering with the rights of a physically disabled person. So, and I sent videos, I got videos of Tom Miller trying to, you know, well, we can move David over here, we can put you right there, and then your spot will be right there by the sidewalk in front of your house. And I'm like, well, you know, that's cool, that's fine and dandy. But number one, that would put David out. He'd be a little upset about that. Well, now I don't care because David's the one that wrote the letter. So, but anyway, but I told him at the time, you know, well, that would put David out. He'll have to move. And he said, I don't care. I got to look out for you. You know, okay, whatever. So all those emails I sent, I did not send them to you. You're right. I did not send them to you.
Oh, goodness.
So
I got a lot of reading to catch up on now.
I am so sorry, dude.
No, that's fine. It makes me wonder, though, if it's, you know, because y'all are individual parking spots for your own place.
Assigned to us.
A lot of these places are not assigned, so...
Right, we have
are they
assigned
supposed
parking.
to come in and put a handicap spot in front of every single one?
Only the ones that, number one, qualify, and number two, request it.
When you go to other places that are not assigned, they have handicap spaces in front of each building, kind of. It's just like...
Yes.
Kind of like a Publix.
Right.
It's not meant for anyone in particular, it's just
Exactly.
first come, first serve.
Exactly. But ours are assigned. If you look, I got 2 parking spaces right in front of 148's unit that says 149, 149. Okay? Both of them say 149. And then I got my pole in the middle of both of my 2 parking places that I'm getting fined for and threatened and intimidated and coerced, and, you know, they're threatening to fine me even more money now. You know? I sent you a picture of that, I thought.
Well, the last one
But
you
I
had,
didn't.
It was like July 1st. What was it, like $50 or $100 or what was it?
Yeah, 50. Now it's 100.
Now they're going, okay.
Yeah. So now they've gotten me up to 100.
There's
so,
another time span on that one?
Yeah, same, 1 week. So, anyway.
When does that end on their letter?
Do what now?
When is the 1 week on that next letter?
I took a picture of it to send to you. And I didn't send it to you, I'm sorry, but I thought I sent it to you.
What, 21st now, is it already expired?
I don't know. We'll find out. Hold on just 1 second, because I have it. I took a picture of it for you. So, I just got to pull it up real quick. Where is it? It'll be over here. Way over here. Here we go. Ta-da! I zoomed it up so you can move it around.
A notice dated 6/21/25. Is that the first $50?
Yeah.
So what is there was another one that came, because that was till like the 1st of July. So now there's another one?
Yeah. There'll be another one on the way, yeah. And he's sending it certified mail, so the mail lady's ringing my doorbell and having to sign for it. You know, which is no big deal. I don't mind signing for all that junk, but, and then here's the, oh, this is the same letter. So the next fine is an additional $100, so, is what they're saying. So the first fine, 50. The next one's gonna be an additional $100. And this is something they like to do. They like to target people that they know are low income and try to put a lien on their place and get them out. They foreclosed on them. So,
Well, the answers I was getting when I was asking when that last time you came in,
yeah,
it's, you know, if the city is using it or renting it or leasing it, like our park or whatever for an event,
then the city would have to,
that's where we have to bring it in. So
Right.
Once we're going into that business, the Title III stuff, you know, I don't think that's involvement with us. And I know you're talking about it's a state statute, it's a criminal law, so that's why police is getting involved with you. But,
yeah.
can you not just take them to court?
Well, the thing stopping me from just taking them to court is if I just take them to court, then it goes into civil court. And it'll be the second time that I have taken a Title II case and Title III case into a state court of competent jurisdiction. The first time I did that, Judge Jocelyn Newman dismissed the case with prejudice and gave a 11th Amendment, judicial immunity to Title III and Title II defendants. There's no 11th Amendment immunity for that. That order has disappeared mysteriously. She's denying ever saying that, and the Office of Disciplinary Counsel is looking into it because that's her bar ticket.
Well,
So,
seems like a second time of doing it, you know, maybe they're gonna be,
well, I'm trying to get the Fair Housing Act, that's not the Fair Housing Act. South Carolina Human Affairs Commission investigates complaints against HOAs. Don't know if you knew that or not. Now you do, if you
Well,
didn't.
is that not who was on the
And-
letter saying it wasn't a
No,
violation?
that was
Who was that, what was it?
HOA,
No,
David
It was
Goodman.
the commission of something.
Oh, yeah. The commissioner of the South Carolina Human Affairs Commission. See, they've been using the Fair Housing Act rules, which under the Fair Housing Act, you can ask for certain, you know, proof of disability, okay? Under Title III, you cannot. Under Title II, you cannot. Under Fair Housing Act, you can. But these investigators are not Fair Housing Act investigators. These are South Carolina Human Affairs Commission people. They have to comply with Title II. So they can't be quoting, you know, the Fair Housing Act and all that and trying to do that, because if they do, they're violating the state law and Title II of the ADA. So they have to make them comply, period. And there's no 11th Amendment immunity for it. So not even the judge, I don't think, has 11th Amendment immunity. And once the Office of Disciplinary Counsel finishes with that part of it, be interesting to see what happens to that judge. So, because now Judge Casey Manning's order's in place and he's retired. And Judge Jocelyn Newman just turned down a position with the South Carolina Supreme Court. Maybe my case might be one of the reasons why she turned it down. Because of her paperwork mysteriously disappearing, her order. So, anyway, so there's some, you know, corruption going on there in the judicial system as well. What I've had to do, guys, I targeted the Criminal Justice Academy first. Then I went after Department of Public Safety. Then I went after SLED. Then I went after, and I've targeted all the state law enforcement. Then I started coming after the local ones, Richland County, Darlington, Florence, all them, okay? You guys, you know? And that's what I've done, okay? And now it's time for me to educate all the judges and the attorneys. The judges and the attorneys don't have the same training you guys do. They do now. Cynthia Benjamin is the new ADA coordinator for sccourts.org. And she has y'all's training stuff from the Academy on Service Animals and Americans with Disabilities Act. So all of the judges are going to have the same training you guys have. So they're all going to be on the same page now. It's no longer is it going to be the judge doesn't understand what Title II is. They're going to know because they have an ADA Title II coordinator doing their job and giving them the same training you guys got at the Academy. So both judges and you guys are now going to be on the same page when it comes to disability laws. So, anyway, I've come a long way, and this is not,
Seriously?
this has taken me a lot of years. It was
Yeah.
the 2013, 2014 legal updates that I got the South Carolina Criminal Justice Academy, okay? And as we speak today, I got people out there like Morgan County, Utah just named an ADA coordinator because of me and the people that I collaborate with on the internet. you know, and Washington County Sheriff's Department, Maryland now has an ADA coordinator for the detainees in the detention center and another one for the citizens. Okay.
You wanted Alvin S?
Mm,
I remember hearing about that.
I have been after Alvin S. Glenn for a long time. And I don't know if they got one yet or not. I did an audit there and I got a letter from the United States Department of Justice telling me to cease and desist, that I don't work for them. And I'm like, you're right, I don't work for y'all, because if I did work for y'all, this place would be in compliance. And who are you to tell me I can't use my First Amendment rights to redress my government? Is the letter I sent back to the guy that sent me a letter telling me to cease and desist. So, you know, and I haven't heard back from the guy since, and he was the United States Department of Justice. He's one of the attorneys there. He's telling me to cease and desist, and I'm like, dude, I'm not doing anything wrong. Who are you to tell me I can't use my First Amendment rights to redress my government, you know? And I never heard another word back from him, but I got 2 letters, certified letters from him, cease and desist, you know? And I'm like,
And did you?
no. I'm still here talking to you guys about stuff that's going on.
Alvin S. Go ahead.
So,
You
no,
stop.
I'm not going to cease and, who is he to tell me I can't?
Right.
I mean, you know, cease and desist. I mean, I'm not walking into, oh, I'm with the United States Department of Justice. This is a Title II audit. No, I don't do that. You know, I walk in, hey, I'm with the Phoenix Volunteer Title II Auditors. I'm just here to check for compliance, you know. You got your ADA, who's your ADA coordinator? You know, I love asking people that, because everybody should know who it is. And if nobody knows who it is, that's a problem. So that's what I'll do. I'll do that a lot, you know. The police officer will stop me. Oh, by the way, you know who your ADA coordinator is?
This guy, we don't ever go up there.
He's new.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
I don't know his whole name.
I don't.
I know who he is.
Barlow is his last name.
See, that's
So,
what you just taught me.
But
I can pick him out of a lineup.
I know.
I know who he is.
I know. But see, that's the thing. He's not trained properly, and neither was Keith Lindner.
I don't know that. I mean, maybe
Well,
they're sending him to classes.
You were sitting here, and I told you, there's a problem with that. Remember Keith Lindner? Well, you know, he didn't even post an ADA notice here, and he should have done that when he became ADA coordinator. I had to tell y'all that you needed to post one here. I shouldn't have had, if he had been trained and knew his job, it would have already been there. So he's never been trained, never did his job. He was just a title holder. Currently, that's what you have now, is a title holder. He is not trained. I honestly believe he's not trained. I honestly believe
That won't get a
he's
warrant
not
signed.
trained.
I believe he's not trained. Let's hope that he's getting trained.
Well, I mean, I've asked
all
him.
of our sakes.
I've asked him to take the ADA National Network, just like I did, you know.
answer you?
And he gets 6 hours college credit for it. Why not take it? Come on,
Yeah.
you know. And
I don't know.
I don't know either. But you know, my line of thinking is, you know, it's not illegal for the police to lie to us, but it is illegal for us to lie to the police, and which sucks, you know. And but I really do want to see enforcement of 433340, because that's what they're doing. They are targeting me and coming after me, as you see. So, you know, and Doc Brown was a property manager when they restriped the parking lot, and they did not restripe it like they're supposed to.
See, I need more information on the restriping. Must it come up to code? Because someone who's supposed to know all about it said no.
I know.
Someone who also knows a lot about it,
Yeah.
or more about it, says
Right.
yes.
Yes.
So you got me in the middle. So
I know. I know.
Who do I go with?
I know. It's
So
different.
That's the dilemma for old Jenny here.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your honesty about that, but you know,
Honesty, transparency.
yeah.
I know
Well, that
it's
too. I mean, yeah. And we've come a long way, the two of us, since we first met.
You
So.
bring that up. It wasn't a big deal.
Well, it was to me, because I still feel bad about that today.
People
I
yell at me,
I looked
fuss
at him
me.
and said, I don't consent to having a conversation with you. Go away.
That's fine.
That's exactly what I did, because I was talking to Atkins, and Atkins was a registered nurse, so I could use medical terminology that he would be like, huh, you know, and he comes over, and I'm like, pfft, I don't consent to
did, just
talking
like
to
that.
you. Go away.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I still feel bad about that too.
Yeah.
And he wrote me a ticket for owning a vicious, dangerous pet, and the city
Yeah.
took care of it. So, you know, and I'm like, wow, you know, and I kept telling him, don't put me in a position where I can harm the city I love. Don't put me in a position where I can harm the city I love. And he wrote me a ticket, and I'm like, okay.
The dog shouldn't have gone and bit that person.
He didn't bite nobody.
This was like 10
Their dog bit mine in the face, and mine came rushing back to me. So that's what happened. So,
A long time ago.
But she's dead. We don't have to worry about her lying on me anymore.
Well,
So,
okay.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So, you know. But you guys take care. I'm gonna let y'all get back on the road. I know y'all need to go. So, but I'll sit down at the computer and try to go through all the emails I thought that I sent to the right person and
You're
didn't.
about to blow my email up, aren't you?
Well, I'll try to be nice.
You're gonna crash it.
I'll try to be nice.
I'm telling you, if I'm off for 2 days, I come back and got like 60 emails I gotta read. Now
Believe
I
it.
have like what? 30 more?
21 I know for a fact I sent. So I know for a fact I sent 21. So
All right.
I'll try to dumb it down or ease it down. So we'll go easy on it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all.
You have a good one. Y'all take care, bud.
Alrighty. Aaliyah. Thank you. You too. Did they correct it yet? Keith Lindner. No, still. Okay. They're still trying to figure it out.